your center should be if you there in this room. Not respond my call.
Halo,
So
Mr.
we move to the
Fawaid,
next
are you
presenter
there?
is Ilfatul Amanah, the student of Ibu Niken. Representative. Oh yeah, Ibu Niken. Yeah, yeah. Welcome Bu Niken. I'm happy to see
Okay,
you.
Mr. Fawaid, thank
Are you
you.
okay, Niken? Yeah,
Very well.
yeah. Are you uh, ready to present your materials?
Okay, I want to share. Mr. Fawaid,
Yes, Bu Niken.
this is my material for my
Yeah, I
presentation
see your
today.
material. Okay, please go ahead. 7 minutes from now.
Okay, thank you.
Please Bu Niken, go ahead. 7 minutes from now.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Mr. Fawaid, for the opportunity. Good afternoon, everyone. This is very impressive to be here, and this is very important event, KKN Seminar Hasil. I think it's one of the best good department in UNUCA, a platform LP3M. Thank you for opportunity. Before starting, let's pray together so that the activity runs well and good. Ila Nabi Allah Muhammadan Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Al-Fatihah. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrofil anbiya'i wal mursalin sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in amma ba'du. I ask permission to display the result of my research. The following are the main title of my research: Application of Audio-Visual Media based on YouTube online learning videos in increasing student interest in learning Madrasah Ibtidaiyah Al-Islamiyah, Karanganyar, Python. And in the background, my research, I have three problems. Problem number one, struck these results. It's hoped that a clear picture can be obtained about the effectiveness of using audiovisual media in increasing student interest in learning, as well as recommendation that can be implemented to improve the quality of learning in Madrasah. And number two, how about the influence of the use of audiovisual media based on YouTube online learning videos on student interest in learning at Madrasah Ibtidaiyah Al-Islamiyah Karanganyar, Python, Probolinggo. And problem number three, what are the supporting inhibiting factors in implementing audiovisual media based on YouTube online learning video to increase student interest in learning at Madrasah Ibtidaiyah Al-Islamiyah Karanganyar, Python, Probolinggo. And I have problem and purpose, and this is my problem formulation. How is the application of audiovisual media based on YouTube online learning videos in the learning process at Madrasah Ibtidaiyah Al-Islamiyah Karanganyar, Python, Probolinggo? And number two, what is the influence of the use of audiovisual media based on YouTube online learning videos on student interesting learning at Madrasah Ibtidaiyah Al-Islamiyah Karanganyar Python Probolinggo? And number 3, what are the supporting inhibiting factors in implementing audiovisual media based on YouTube online learning videos to increase student interest in learning at Madrasah Ibtidaiyah Al-Islamiyah Karanganyar Python Probolinggo? And the purpose of the research to find out how to implement audiovisual media based on YouTube online learning videos at Madrasah Ibtidaiyah Al-Islamiyah Karanganyar Python Probolinggo, and to analyze the effect of using audiovisual media based on YouTube online learning videos on students' learning interests. And number 3, to identify factors that supports and hinder the application of audiovisual media based on YouTube online learning videos in increasing students interested in learning at Madrasah Ibtidaiyah Al-Islamiyah Karanganyar Python Probolinggo. And the methods of unit of analytics, object, YouTube video-based learning media, research design, with qualitative analyze student participation in interest in learning, and data collection, charts, interview, and observation, data analysis, description, analysis, that creates student learning interest survey data. And research methods use ABCD, asset-based community development, utilizing existing resources in the school of community. Set of research impression, preparation, identification needs, and creating learning video contents, implementation, use of video media in learning, evaluation, assessment of the increase in learning interest after implementation in media, and partner participation, teacher and school staff, student as main participant, media providers. And the research have 3 research, and Result number 1, answering problem formulation 1. The application of audio-visual media based on YouTube learning videos at Madrasah Ibtidaiyah Al-Islamiyah Karanganyar is carried out by playing videos in class, selecting relevant video by the teacher, and using video as independent learning material. Students are given access to watch video at home to support learning. Interpretation as result number 1. The use of YouTube video has been implemented effectively in the learning process. Students can more easily understand the material, while teachers feel happy by clearer and more interesting visualization. However, wider internet access supports is needed to so that students can access video outside of school. And result number 1, answering problem formulation number 2. The use of YouTube media have a positive effect on students interested in learning. As many as 75% of students feel more interest that active during learning. More than 60% of students are starting to show independent learning initiative by accessing video outside of school hours. Interpretation of results number 2. The use of YouTube-based learning video increase student engagement both in a class and in independent study. YouTube's video are an effective means of increased interest in learning by presenting material in more interesting and easy to understand manner. And result number 3, answering problem formulation number 3, supporting factor for implementing YouTube media include the availability of technological facilities and teacher support in selecting appropriate video. Inhibiting factor include limited internet access and lack of mastery of technology by some students. Interpretation of 3. The success of implementation YouTube-based audiovisual media is greatly influenced by the rate line of infrastructure and student ability to access technology, and effort to improve facility and technical training are needed to overcome these obstacles. And This is my conclusion. The application of audiovisual media based on YouTube learning video at Madrasah Ibtidaiyah Al-Islamiyah Karanganyar has proven to be effective in increase in learning. Students become more interested and active during the learning process, and many of them begin to take the initiative to study independently. Using video as a learning medium can overcome boredom and difficulties in understanding complex material. Recommendation for future research. For future research is recommendation to, number one, expanding the research sample, include more school and different level of education so that the research results are more representative. Measuring long-term impact, examining how to the use of YouTube video impacts student academic achievement in the long term. Number three, developing interactive media. A part of video, the use of interactive learning media that combine video, quizzings, and online activity can be researched. And this limitation of my research, number one, limited internet access. Some students have difficulty accessing YouTube video outside of the school hours due to limited internet at home. And number two, short research duration. This research was only conducted for a short period of time, so the long-term effect of using video media cannot be measured sharply. And number three, limited mastery of technology. Not all students have the same ability to operate technological device to access online learning media. Okay, thank you, Mr. Fawaid. That's complete my presentation for today.
Okay, I'm sorry, I a bit late, Bu Nekan, because I get a calling from the Warek 3.
Oh,
So,
Masya Allah. Okay.
so busy. Do you finish your presentation, Bu Nekan?
Yes, I finished and complete my presentation today.
Thank you for your presentation. Now we move to the discussion session. Your discussion is Bapak Dr. Abu Hasan Agus, RM, MBD. Pak Dokter, are you ready, Pak Dokter? Yes.
Yes, I am ready, Mr. Fawaid.
You can give some question to Ibu Dr. Niken.
Okay. I will ask Miss Niken. How are you, Miss Niken?
I'm fine, Mr. Agus.
Okay.
How are you too?
This question is how can the application of audiovisual media based on video learning enhance students' interest in learning at Madrasah Ibtidaiyah? And what factors support the effectiveness of using this media in the learning process? Thank you.
Please, Bu Niken, you can answer the Mr. Agus question.
Okay. I think it's very strong question from Mr. Agus. I know that he have a big competition in education, so that I trying to answer the question from Mr. Agus. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay. Question number one and number two is integrated, Mr. Agus. So I can mix the your question and mix to be one complicated answer. The application of audiovisual media based on video learning in Madrasah Ibtidaiyah has a significant potential to enhance student interest and learning. And then this media provides an interactive a checking way for students to comprehend learning material. So video learning can integrate visual element. You can see a visual element, and any video can you hear, and animation, making it easier to understand complex concept. So you know that you can see the visual, you can see the audio elements. So student is very easier to understand complex concept. This different from traditional learning, Mr. Agus. In traditional learning methods that usually really solely on lectures, making students feel more involved in the learning process, of the factor supporting that effectiveness of using audio visual is media is very ability of video to present information dynamically and attractive. For instance, in science subject, video can showcase live experiment, and you can see live experiment. You can see the animation of experiment. So that's are not feasible to conduct the classroom. Furthermore, then video can display various real life. You know that video can display various real life, example relevant to student everyday life. That is, I think that is a contextual teaching and learning with video. You can know everything news about science, about everything that's wanna information to teacher from teacher to student, making learning feels more applicable. And I think that's it's very finally that with the video you can make your classing more meaningful. I think that's Mr. Agus. Mr. Agus, your audio is mute.
Oh yeah. Okay. Very good. Very good. Thank you, Miss Niken.
Pak